Coffee Hour. I'm Andy Bates.
I'm Sarah Golseth.
This is the coldest edition of the Coffee Hour, I have to say.
I think if we would have Facebook Lived, it wouldn't have worked.
I think the phone
Everything
would have frozen. Yeah. Fortunately for now, thank the Lord, the equipment is running correctly and not frozen. And the reason everything is so cold is because we're actually broadcasting live from the LCMS International Center outside today. What a crazy challenge.
Whose idea was this?
I think it was yours because it involved coffee. So
it was not mine. Although I do appreciate the coffee.
We are so excited because we get to have coffee today, and lots of folks here at the International Center having coffee. Some of the neighbors as well popping over for some coffee today. It's a fun day because we are visiting with Sacred Grounds Coffee. It's an awesome coffee truck that we get to share the story with you today, and so excited to share that. What a perfect match, a coffee truck on the Coffee Hour, and we are huddled outside and excited to share the story. Thanks to Concordia University, Wisconsin for supporting the Coffee Hour. Find out more about Concordia University, Wisconsin at cuw.edu.
Live uncommon.
So Sarah is enjoying a beautiful, almond milk latte?
Almond milk latte, and it's really good.
Same thing I'm having as well today, and it is warming us up. And it is just so fun to get to hang out with a coffee truck and Sacred Grounds Coffee that's right here in the St. Louis area and share their story. And with us to share that story today, Bill Fankhauser with Sacred Grounds Coffee. Bill, thanks for being our guest on the Coffee Hour this morning and bringing your whole crew out this morning.
Well, thanks for having us. We appreciate the opportunity to come out and serve some coffee. It's a nice day. It's better than what we were thinking it might be with the potential snow.
And what a servant, too. He didn't get his coffee yet because he's been working so hard, and he's freezing out here with us to share the story of Sacred Grounds. Where did the idea for Sacred Grounds Coffee begin?
Actually, the idea came from our daughter. She had a friend that had been out on the East Coast, and there was a company out there that served coffee and was worked by people with mental disabilities, and she fell in love with that idea. We decided that we needed to do the same kind of thing here, and rather than wait for the time and money that it takes to put a shop together, we decided to go ahead and put a truck together because we could do that quickly and inexpensively and to get our word out quickly, and it's been fantastic.
And what a fantastic idea, because you were able to bring that truck here today so we can hang out and have coffee.
It's true.
So excited.
It's true. And food trucks, coffee trucks, they're quite a thing, too. They're kind of a novelty kind of thing.
Yeah, it was funny. We happened to be talking with the county yesterday, and they were saying that they didn't think coffee trucks or food trucks would make it in St. Louis, and they now have over 180 trucks in St. Louis.
Wow. That's really cool. So who supported you in carrying out this idea that maybe some people thought was a little crazy in St. Louis?
Yeah, so we get started actually with Pastor Ron Millard, who's with Peace Lutheran Church, which we as the two of them just fell together almost perfectly timing-wise, because he had just been on staff not too long, and we started talking with him about it, and he had great ideas, and then it just took off from there. And God's been blessing this thing so many ways. The list goes on and on about different opportunities. Child of God is another church that's been letting us come over and use their facility. Chapel of the Cross, we've been to their facility. They're helping us maybe look at a brick and mortar right now, so it's really exciting.
I've been following you on Facebook for a while and seeing where you're set up each day, and you have a busy schedule, like non-stop, and that's just exciting to see that you're staying so busy. Tell us about the crew that makes up Sacred Grounds. Tell us about the people who serve up all the specialty coffee.
Yes, so our crew is now 6 people strong that we actually pay, and every one of those people that we pay has a mental disability. We also, though, have a staff of about 12 volunteers that come in and help us because we can't handle everything without some backup. But our crew, one of them happens to be my son. He works almost 5 to 7 days a week. But they are all fantastic. They're loving the work. A lot of times, one of my favorite stories is our son would go to work in different places, and they'd always put him in the back washing dishes or things like that. And he always wants to run the cash register. Don't we all like to be out in front of the customer? Well, this was an opportunity for us, and we actually went to a cashless program so that we could do that because our staff cannot count cash very well. And so that give them opportunity. You'll see the smiles on their face. They're happy to be serving and talking to the customers instead of being in the back room.
That's So what happens inside the truck? I mean, you've got an entire kitchen packed inside a truck here, and as you mentioned, a crew of 6. I mean, you've got the people packed in there. How do you make that work? Because you're serving up some pretty awesome stuff too. We're all having lattes, people are having macchiatos, and all kinds of different specials, all the fancy coffees. Yeah. How do you make this work inside a what I think seems to be a tiny space, but maybe it's just giant there?
It is a tiny space. And we do have some specialty equipment that we've spent extra money. Instead of buying some inexpensive coffee making machines, we have some automated equipment that gives us the opportunity for these guys. Our employees with disabilities have the ability to take your order, make your drink, and send it out the window by themselves. They don't really need anything else than just a little supervision, make sure that everything goes right. But yes, we have a cash register at the window. We have a screen in the back that lets them know what the orders are as they come in, and then coffee machines and blenders and things in the back there that give them an opportunity to make those drinks, and lots of training.
You can hear the wind going by. All our stuff's blowing away.
Poor Bill's been inside the nice hot coffee truck all morning, and now he's out here in the cold with us
Making
freezing.
it freeze.
I didn't realize it was this cold out here.
Oh, it is. What kind of training goes into working inside the truck?
So, yeah, the training right off the bat is we start them off usually with the cash register because everybody wants to start there. It's the most fun. The screens that we have are touch screens, and they have pictures of the drinks. So they go in, and we'll have a staff member with them showing them how to process the drinks. And then the hard one comes when we get to the drink making process. And that we have days like today, we couldn't train anybody if we even wanted to. We just served 110 customers in 2 hours. And that didn't see the drink count, but that was just the number of sales. And I know there was more than one drink per sale. Wow. So that was a kick day. But normally we slow times, and we have the opportunity to make 1 or 2 drinks every 10 minutes. That gives us the opportunity to bring them in and show them exactly how much. All of our equipment's set up so they know exactly how much to put into a container, push the right buttons, mix things together, and then put the smile on and hand it out the window.
There is an art to making the fancy coffee.
Yes, there is an art. I will say, though, in the coffee truck and in our coffee shop, though, we don't have to show those fancy designs on top because we put a lid on everything, so we aren't doing any art yet.
That's smart. That's really smart. What kind of relationships have you been able to build with this coffee truck and being able to take it to different places?
Yes, well, one of the places that's really kind of neat for us is that we're at Lutheran High St. Peter's, and we become partners with them in that we go there 2 days a week and we serve coffee to their students. So their students are coming out for about 20 minutes, and these guys getting to know these guys. The kids at Lutheran High are getting to know our employees. We're making relationships with businesses and churches all over St. Charles mostly, but now we're in St. Louis, and we're going to be more in St. Louis. But it's really interesting to see the customers' reactions of seeing these guys with a smile on their face. They're happy to be at work, and then they're giving you a drink that's top notch. We're not giving you a crappy drink. We're giving you the best drink in town, we feel, with great service.
It is a good cup of coffee. I'm not a coffee snob, so we have to ask. I mean, the connoisseur, the coffee connoisseur.
Oh, no,
sorry.
it's a bit of snobbery. It's fine. No, this is good. I appreciate this.
Really,
I have to move my mic out of the way.
I'm going to go my notes. So.
I have notes on my iPad that is not blowing away.
It's a little windy out here today. You talked about relationships and that being really an important part of what's happening with Sacred Grounds Coffee. And we talked about the training that happens here as well on the truck and with the crew. How does this experience on the Sacred Grounds Coffee truck prepare the individuals, the employees, for other aspects of life, or maybe another career, after the coffee truck?
Yeah, sure. If you think about, like I was saying before, when they had to work in the back in the kitchen, they weren't getting a chance to interact with people and get their relationships built, or to have that conversation that they love. And so this gives them that opportunity, and we're hoping that people will see them either in the truck or when we get to the brick and mortars, they'll be trained and ready to go to work somewhere else. We're not looking to get rid of people, but we do hope that we can move them into other places. We're super excited about just giving them an opportunity to move on to a different company. Let other people see what they are capable of.
Based on the response today, you pull up a truck that says coffee on the side of it to a building full of a lot of Lutherans, and suddenly
everyone comes
quite
out.
busy. We have more to share the Sacred Grounds coffee story in just a little bit. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll share more of the story of Sacred Grounds Coffee, STL.
The Lutheran Church Missouri Synod, on behalf of Concordia Plan Services, Lutheran Housing Support Corporation, Concordia University System, Lutheran Church Extension Fund, the LCMS Foundation, and Corporate Synod, daily reaches out to our members and partners, working together to support our local, global, and international ministries, church workers, and LCMS initiatives at large to carry the mission forward and to serve each other in love. Opportunities to serve, lcms.org/careers.
Thursday on Issues, Etc., we'll continue our Introduction to the Quran series, talking with Dr. Adam Francisco about Surahs 3 and 4 on Christians and Jesus. We'll have Pastor Paul McCain lead us in a teaching on free will, the cause of sin, and good works in the Augsburg Confession. And we'll discuss media coverage of religion with Terry Mattingly.
Issues, Etc., live weekday afternoons from 3 to 5 on KFUO.
Hi, I'm Pastor Mark Hawkinson. You know, life is a potpourri of good experiences and really tough challenges. Through all those times, you need, and so do I, the Lord's precious word and sacred music to get you through. That's what you get when you tune in to Moments of Assurance. Christ-centered songs, scripture, news items, trivia, humor, you name it. So tune in. You'll be richer for it over the noontime hour here on Worldwide KFUO.
Moments of Assurance is underwritten by Mid-American Coaches.
The USA is the third largest mission field in the world, and church planting is one of the most effective means of making new disciples, new missions to new people in new places. Get ready to plow the fields.
Check out the Mission Field USA podcast produced by the LCMS Office of National Mission. You can find it at kfuo.org or anywhere you get your podcasts.
Coffee Hour. I'm Andy Bates.
I'm Sarah Gulseth.
It is Thursday, November 7th, and we are broadcasting live from the LCMS International Center, but we're not in the studio today.
We're in the parking lot. On purpose, though.
On purpose.
They didn't kick us out.
That would be a funny story.
That would be, but not today.
Can't use the studio today. We're going to go out in the parking lot and drink some amazing coffee to share the story of Sacred Grounds Coffee. And this is pretty impressive. I'm having, an almond milk latte. You are as well.
So am I. Yours is decaf, though.
Shh, don't tell anybody.
It's still
They'll
coffee.
think less of me for drinking decaf.
Everyone knows.
And we've got the great crew from Sacred Grounds Coffee, and they have their beautiful coffee truck right here in our parking lot and sharing the awesome story. We've been talking with Bill Fankhauser, the guy with the dream behind Sacred Grounds, and he's brought along his crew as well. We have Pastor Ron Millard from Peace Lutheran Church in Winghaven. Hey, Pastor.
Hey, good to talk to you guys
You've
today.
been out here, man, running coffees back and forth to keep people warm, let them stay inside and running it back and forth to them. And
it's a blast.
And sharing just lots of great smiles. And we also have, is it Matt with us today?
Yes, sir.
Matt, glad to have you. You've been doing a great job taking orders and greeting everybody, big smiles and serving coffee. Matt, tell us, what do you love about being on the Sacred Grounds coffee truck?
I just like making people happy and getting their drinks.
How long have you been on the team? How long have you been working with Sacred Grounds Coffee?
6 months.
6 months.
Wow.
Outstanding. Wow. So before you worked on the coffee truck, did you know how to make a almond milk latte?
Apparently not, so I just make different drinks.
Yeah. What is your favorite one to make?
The ones I make was mixed berry and banana split smoothie.
Ooh, those sound delicious.
Now, imagine this morning the smoothies probably haven't been as popular. So sorry you don't get to make your favorite. What's the most challenging one to make?
I really don't know.
You're pro at everything.
Yeah.
Pastor Millard, thank you so much for what you're doing to be a part of this and sharing, coming out today and serving with the coffee truck here. How has Peace Lutheran Church been a part of what's happening with Sacred Grounds Coffee?
Yeah, it's an honor. It's a true joy to see how this creates an opportunity for the community and church to interact and to have a commonality, not just through coffee, but through the idea of purpose. And that's one of our hashtags, a cup for everybody. So getting behind the gospel message and the understanding of purpose and uniqueness, and that all people are born and have life on purpose for his purpose. And being able to share that. It's amazing as you see people come up and get their coffee, the smiles that are on their faces. It's just contagious. You can't help it. And that contagiousness we see as a continuance of the love of Christ. And so Peace, being behind that too, it's a joy to be a part of something like this, just to see how God is continuing to bless it and continuing to open up doors to allow us into places in the community that unfortunately the church might not be able to get to normally.
Mm-hmm. You can't be sad when you have a good cup of coffee.
That's right.
I'm pretty sure that's just a universal truth.
That's right. Amen.
What kind of places have you been able to reach with this truck?
Multiple businesses and schools. We're really excited about the school opportunity too, and even into the public sector, into the public schools. And I'll tell you, it's one of the great things in our local area to be there with the teachers and the facility, and they point out, hey, you're that coffee pastor. And I'm like, well,
not a bad name.
Well, all pastors are coffee pastors, I think. But it's a great joy, and I'll tell you a quick story. We were at a coffee truck, basically event in a park, Fallon. And unfortunately for us, all of our employees, people with special needs too, they had a prom that night. So they were all off on the prom. And it was great, except for, we're sitting there trying to work hard. We don't know what we're doing compared to these incredible employees. And the neat thing is, everybody that's coming to the coffee truck, they were asking, where are they at? Where are they at? We miss their smiles. So this joy that's being present, it's almost as if the outside world, or the ways of the world, if you will, kind of shuts down a little bit. Mm-hmm. And just that joy, it just permeates into everybody through the coffee, but also, more importantly, through the interactions with each other. So, different schools. We've been working with the mayor office as well in O'Fallon, and volunteer coordinating. There was Girl Scout events. There was multiple. People are seeing that too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just, I was saying earlier, you pull up in a truck with the word coffee on the side of it to a building on a cold day like this, and how many did you say we had? Over 100 already?
Over 110 sales. I would guess probably around 150 drinks that probably went out the window in 2 hours, so that's, we're kicking.
We were so infant in our ideas and in the dedication itself. The truck was more of just a regular truck, that hadn't been worked on by Bill Fankhauser, who did everything on the inside. It's amazing how God has gifted the people around the truck too. And yeah, it was interesting to do a dedication to coffee truck. I can mark that off the list, I guess.
Who has helped with this, from your perspective? Who has helped to get this project off the ground and really going strong as it is now?
Yeah, I know it's sometimes one of those Sunday school answers, right? When you say, "Well, Jesus," but absolutely here the incredibleness, of the orchestration of His hands on this. Just to tell a quick story too. Actually, if it's okay, I might ask Bill to tell the story because it's more about him, and how we even got the. No, you're good. What about the vehicle or how the truck itself?
Yeah, well, in the very beginning, we were talking about a truck, and we just didn't know where we were going to, what that would look like, where it was going to be. I'm driving along 270, and over in the Chevrolet dealer, there's a white truck sitting there. And I thought, okay, I'll turn around and go see what it's about. I got there, and they had no idea they even had the truck on the lot. So they couldn't give me an answer. But they finally did come around and found that well, now we know what it is, and they were able to give us a really good deal on the truck. And so it was just an old USPS truck that we stripped out and put in all the new equipment. And
wow.
It's things like that just continually happen, continue to snowball. And I know everybody, especially the listeners, probably have experienced that in their lives too, how God just kind of continues to encourage, like, this is the right path, keep going, keep walking. This is validating, this is glorifying His name. And just from that perspective, the coffee beans themselves and working with the roaster, and it's just an amazing event that we see God continuing to encourage his mission, if you will,
Yeah.
through a coffee truck.
Wow. All right, Pastor Sue, what's your favorite off the menu?
Oh my goodness! I'll tell you, I everything, and I'm not just saying that, but
I'll have one of each.
Yeah, exactly. I'm kind of a black coffee guy myself, but I'll get a couple extra shots in it. So it's I'm definitely caffeinated.
The extra caffeinated pasta.
It's good. So you can do like a 30-minute sermon in 10 minutes. It's really an amazing event. So.
Well, Bill, now that you've reached beyond St. Charles County now into St. Louis County, are there opportunities, can people reach out to you and say, hey, can Sacred Grounds come visit us as well?
We look forward to that. So the best place to do that is either through our website or through Facebook. We have all the opportunities there. We have already several in Chesterfield that have contacted us, the hospitals.
Oh, wow.
That want to have us come out and take a trip. Trying to think, I know there was another one that we just had. Oh, no, yeah, we got to go do a Christmas program down in, I don't remember now, but down Kirkwood or something like that, somewhere down here. Yeah, just up the road here.
Right.
Right after Thanksgiving. So we're already getting requests, and with more the merrier.
We're also working with another Lutheran church, our sister, if you will, too, not only Chapel of the Cross in St. Peter's, but also Holy Cross in O'Fallon, just on the other end of O'Fallon, during the Festival of Lights that they have there at the park. So we'll be there with the coffee and helping out to administer that too. So it's a lot of fun for us.
This is fun.
You can
doing
tell
a
we're live.
broadcast live. I wanted authenticity. I think we got it right out in the parking lot.
The nice truck backing up.
That's right.
Can you share who the roaster is that you're working with, or is that super secret?
We have about 2.5 minutes left, by the way.
No, that's fine. There's Park Avenue Coffee here in St. Louis is our roaster. They give us the opportunity to create our own blends.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Private label for us. So, they fantastic company to work with. They do give us all the support we need. I couldn't say anything negative about what they've done for us. They've really reached out.
That explains why it's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What has that relationship been like, being able to actually work with a roaster and do all of that with them?
Well, it was, we had gone through the whole looking at different coffee companies and being able to go in there and talk with them and have a chance to figure out what flavors and things we might like. I've never seen, every time I can call him any time of the day, any time of the night, and he's given me the answers I need to make things happen, give us, help with our recipes. They're just super having a local guy that I can run and go get coffee right now if I need it. He's helped us with made 10 gallons of coffee for us when we did an event.
Wow.
And just didn't charge us at all for that. So it's been a great relationship.
10 gallons seems about the appropriate amount.
What, for one day?
Yeah, just about.
Get you through one episode of the coffee hour.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Well, I have just had a blast. I've enjoyed seeing so many people here at the International Center come out and enjoy coffee this morning, interacting and enjoying the coffee. It's fantastic coffee. I love sharing the story as well. Hope to see you more in the community. We'd love to have you come back too.
Great.
Like you could come.
I think everybody in the building would love that.
You could come back and do the coffee hour anytime you want. This has been a lot of fun. SacredGroundsCoffee.com, STL.com is the website. We'll share the link with the program notes as well for those who are listening on the podcast and the on-demand audio. And this has just been a lot of fun. And we'll have some pictures on Facebook later on, or somewhere.
We've got some on our Insta story
Insta story. Okay, so check out Instagram.
I'll share some elsewhere too.
Excellent.
And a boomerang of the wind so you can experience it with us.
And you can follow Sacred Grounds Coffee STL on Facebook as well. And that's where we can see where you're going to be in the next few days.
Yep.
Outstanding. Thank you so much, everybody. Thanks for being here, Sacred Grounds friends. Thanks for being a part of Coffee Hour. I think this should be a regular tradition on the Coffee Hour.
I'm
what do you
okay
think?
with that. Maybe not when it's 35 outside, though.
Maybe a little bit warmer next
makes
time.
the coffee taste better.
That is true.
It does. I
It's
have enjoyed this
warming.
down to the very end. You're listening to the Coffee Hour. I'm Andy Bates.
I'm Sarah Golseth.
The Coffee Hour with Andy and Sarah is a production of KFUO. To support the Coffee Hour and KFUO Radio, visit KFUO.org. You can also text KFUO to 41444 or send an email to gifts@kfuo.org. And you can call us at 800-844-0524. KFUO. Christ for you, anytime, anywhere.